G'day guys, welcome back to Live Tech Australia. Today we're taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1. This is the big brother of the original Galaxy Note, which was a phone. This is a tablet. Although this is the Wi-Fi version, there's a 3G version, so you will be able to make calls with this thing. Imagine that, it's massive! But you'll obviously have to use a Bluetooth headset. The design is very similar to the Galaxy Tab 10.1. There are a few differences though. You do have two speakers at the front here, and also you've got the S Pen, making it a Note, obviously. Now I want to talk about the S Pen for a second. When the iPhone came out in 2007, Apple threw away the stylus for good. Well, at least we thought it was for good. Quite clever marketing here on Samsung's part, bringing the stylus back, making everyone love it again, and just rebranding it, renaming it as an S Pen. And also it's got a few other nifty features with it. So I think on Samsung's part, bringing the stylus back, rebranding it as an S Pen and not as a stylus is genius. The Note 10.1 is rocking a 1.4 GHz quad-core Exynos processor, which pairs well with its 2 gigs of RAM, which is awesome for multitasking. You can have a lot of multiple things open at once, and it will help you get your work done a lot quicker. This is a 16GB version, but there are options for bigger versions, and also we do have a micro SD card slot input in case you want to add a bit more storage. As I mentioned, this does rock a 3G flavor, and if you like making calls like this, then that will be for you. But obviously, I recommend you use a Bluetooth headset because I don't think you can actually make calls like this. Hello? Oh wait, it's Wi-Fi. Multi-screen is awesome. It reminds me of when Windows 7 came out, and you could have two windows open simultaneously side by side, and they just snap to each side of the window. Kind of reminds me of that. Really awesome feature. You can just drag and drop something from one side to another, from one application to another. Really handy feature for people who do like to multitask a lot. Again, the S Pen. It's got Photoshop Touch, which integrates with the S Pen. So you've actually got sensitivity and pen pressure. So when you're using Photoshop Touch, depending on the pressure you're applying to the screen, is how you actually see the brush stroke, which is awesome for taking notes. This also works in S Note and any other applications that support the pressure-sensitive S Pen. As stated previously, you do have two speakers on the front of the device, which really makes it an immersive experience when watching video. A lot of other tablets don't have the speaker placement in this spot, which is actually really bad, but this does, and I really feel immersed when watching video with this because the sound is coming directly at you as opposed to other devices. What we personally didn't like about this device is that it has a proprietary dock connector. Most Android devices use mini USB. Samsung has opted for something which looks similar to an Apple 30-pin USB dock connector, but in black. And really that's one downside to this device. Another thing we found quite disappointing personally was that the resolution was only 1280 by 800, which is pretty much the same as the Nexus 7, and that's just shy of 720p video. I think this could easily have had 1080p video, had a much higher resolution screen. Another odd thing about this is that the headphone jack was at the top of the device, kind of putting it in an awkward place if you're watching video. The cable gets in the way unless you have it around the back of the device. Probably should be on the bottom. As of the recording of this video, there is no 4G option for this device, and with Australia's growing network of 4G, Telstra and Optus, we really think that a 4G option is needed here, especially for a tablet. But right now you're only getting 3G with this version. Also, no Jellybean, what's up with that? I'm sure it will be coming in a future update though, so stay tuned for that. But Ice Cream Sandwich will do the job very well. Overall, you're looking to pay between $560 and $589 for this device. And I think for what you're getting is pretty good. Although that said, you can get an iPad 2 for $429 and iPad 3 for $539. So this is competing directly with the iPad 3 within that $500 to $600 price range. Overall, we would recommend this to a lot of people who are looking for an iPad alternative, especially that it comes with the S Pen. You can do a lot of sketching, which I personally did with this device, so I definitely like that about it. And yes, it leaves Live Tech Australia with the Live Tech Australia certified badge, so good on you, Samsung. Well, that's how we saw the Galaxy Note 10.1, but feel free to leave your own comments and thoughts about the Galaxy Note 10.1 in the comments below, or on Facebook, Twitter, or just chalk it on the sidewalk somewhere. Live Tech Australia, designed for humans. Multi-screen is awesome. Kind of reminds me of like when Windows 7 came out and you could have two